Verily, this is a sapling of the line of Nimloth the Fair, and that was a seedling of Galathylion, and that a fruit of Telperion of many names, eldest of trees. A quote by Gandalf, the White to Aragorn. Welcome, explorer of worlds. Today we're going to discuss the White Tree of Gondor. For this story, we're going to have to go way back and work our way forward. You're going to likely run into a lot of names and places that are new. This tree has a lineage that may surprise you. In the beginning, within the undying lands of Aman, and more specifically in the blessed realm of Valinor, there stood the two trees, Telperion and Laurelin, creations of Yavanna, one of the Valar. These were not mere trees as we understand them, but living embodiments of light and life, their luminance predating the sun and moon. Telperion, also known as Silpion and the White Tree, bathed the land in a serene silver glow, while Laurelin, known as Malinalda, radiated a warm golden light. The light of these trees, in a cycle of waxing and waning, brought about the first measures of time in the world. The two trees symbolized the unity and harmony of the Valar, and were central to the bliss of Valinor, making their existence and eventual fate pivotal to the history of the elves and the shaping of Middle-earth. The darkening of these trees by Melkor, with the aid of Ungoliant, a primordial entity of darkness, was a further betrayal and a tragedy. Ungoliant drained the two trees of Valinor of their light and life by enveloping them in her unlight and consuming their sap, leaving them withered and dead. This marked the end of the Age of the Trees, and led to significant events in the history of Arda, including the creation of the sun and moon from the last flowers of Laurelin and the last fruit of Telperion. From Telperion's lineage came Galathylion, the White Tree, made in the image of Telperion for the elves of Tirion upon Tuna. Galathylion, created by Yavanna at the behest of the Valar Nienna, was a gift to the elves, symbolizing the eternal friendship between the Valar and the Eldar. It stood as a beacon of light and hope in the city of the Noldor, mirroring the beauty and splendor of the original two trees. Galathylion itself was immortal, never withering, a testament to the art and craft of the Valar and the enduring spirit of the elves. From Galathylion came Celeborn, not to be confused with the elf of the same name, another white tree that was planted on the island of Tol Eressëa, which lay off the coast of Aman. This tree, visible from the shores of Aman, served as a reminder of the lost light of the two trees and a symbol of hope for the elves residing in Tol Eressëa, many of whom yearned still for the light of Valinor they had left behind. It was from Celeborn that a seedling was gifted to the Númenorians, who planted it in their island kingdom, where it grew into Nimloth, the White Tree of Númenor. Nimloth's existence in Númenor became a symbol of the deep connections between the Eldar and the Edain, the divine favor of the Valar upon the island kingdom, and the cultural and spiritual height the Númenorians achieved. Its eventual destruction under Sauron's influence marked the beginning of Númenor's downfall, a tragic turn that echoed the earlier darkening of the two trees of Valinor. In the darkest hours of Númenor's history, as the island kingdom faced its imminent doom, a single act of valor stood against the shadow that had fallen over the land. Isildur of the line of Elendil defied the edicts of Ar-Pharazôn and the influence of Sauron, who had become a trusted advisor to the king and had led the Númenorians astray. Sauron's malice had poisoned the minds of the people, turning them against the Valar and the elves, and leading to the decree that Nimloth should be cut down, as it was a symbol of the Eldar and their friendship with the Valar. Isildur's rescue of a single fruit from the felling of Nimloth was an act imbued with profound symbolism and courage. It was not merely the saving of a tree's lineage, but a stand against the corruption and downfall of his people. This act of preservation amidst Númenor's spiritual and moral collapse signified a beacon of hope and resistance. Isildur, risking his own life, suffered grievous wounds from the guards who protected the tree, yet he managed to escape with the fruit, a deed that ensured the continuity of the line of the White Trees, which was intrinsically linked to the fate of the Dunedain in Middle-earth. The fruit that Isildur saved was carried with him to Middle-earth during the tumultuous period following the downfall of Númenor, a cataclysmic event that reshaped the world, sinking the island kingdom as a result of the hubris and defiance of its people against the ban of the Valar. The seedling that grew from this fruit was a tangible link to the lost glory of Númenor and its deeper connections to the ancient wisdom of the elves and the benevolence of the Vala, embodying the hope for renewal and the perseverance of the Númenorian spirit in a new land. Isildur's act of planting this seedling in Minas Ithil, the city he founded in the realm of Gondor, was a declaration of the enduring legacy of the Númenorians and their unbroken lineage, despite the physical destruction of their homeland. The tree that grew from this seedling in Minas Ithil stood as a symbol of the new beginning for the Númenorian exiles, a testament to their resilience and their enduring bond with the land of Middle-earth. However, the fall of Minas Ithil to the forces of Mordor, which led to its transformation into the haunted city of Minas Morgul, marked another chapter of loss and sorrow in the history of the White Trees, reflecting the ongoing struggle between the forces of light and darkness. After the tragic loss of the White Tree in Minas Ithil to the dark forces of Sauron, a new chapter awaited the lineage of the White Trees in Middle-earth, specifically within the walls of Minas Anor, later known as Minas Tirith. The seedling from Nimloth, preserved by Isildur, symbolized not merely the survival of a line of trees, but also the enduring spirit of the Númenorians and their unyielding fight against the shadow that sought to engulf the world. When Isildur planted this seedling in Minas Anor, it was a profound affirmation of the resilience and hope of the Dunedain, a testament to their efforts to reclaim and rebuild amidst the ruins of their past glories. This white tree grew to become a revered symbol in Gondor, representing the legitimacy of its kingship and the unbroken line from Númenor to the rulers of this new realm. Its presence in the city was a constant reminder of the light of the two trees of Valinor, a beacon of hope that endured through the darkest ages. The white trees of Minas Tirith stood as silent sentinels, witnessing the ebb and flow of fortune in the realm of Gondor, their fates intertwined with those of its people and rulers. Each tree in its turn mirrored the state of the kingdom. Their flourishing denoted periods of peace and prosperity, while their decline often presaged times of war and sorrow. The stewardship and care of these trees were seen as a sacred duty, a reflection of the stewardship of Gondor itself. When the last of these trees withered and died in the years leading up to the War of the Ring, it was perceived as an ominous sign, signaling the waning might of Gondor and the possible end of the line of kings. Yet the discovery of a new sapling by Gandalf and Aragorn, Isildur's heir, marked the turning of the tide. The replanting of this sapling in the court of the Fountain following the defeat of Sauron and Aragorn's coronation as King Elessar was not merely a ceremonial act, but a powerful symbol of renewal and hope. It heralded a new age of peace and prosperity for Gondor, and for Middle-earth, a renewal of the ancient bonds between the races of men, elves, and all free peoples. This extended narrative of the White Trees, from their mythic beginnings in Valinor with the two trees of Telperion and Laurelin, through the lineage of Galathilion, Celeborn, and Nimloth, to their enduring legacy in Gondor, encapsulates a story of loss, resilience, and rebirth. As the Fourth Age dawned and peace spread across the lands, the White Tree stood tall in the courts of Minas Tirith, a living memorial to the histories it had witnessed and the hope it represented. It stood as a guardian of the city, a reminder of the past struggles and a symbol of the peace that had been hard won. The White Tree of Gondor, in its enduring beauty and strength, continues to inspire those who walk beneath its branches, a reminder that even in a world marked by the ebb and flow of fortune, some things remain constant, eternal, and evergreen. Thank you for watching our video, Explorer. We hope you liked it. Also, we hope you'll subscribe to our channel to join our fellowship.